class.
Morning.
Did everybody have a good weekend?
Yeah.
I hope you spent it doing some listening homework. Does everybody have their homework with them?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to go over our homework today. So I would like to call on a couple people for each recording and just ask you guys what you drew and how you felt about it. So who would like to share their thoughts on the first recording?
I thought it sounded like a scary movie or a vampire.
Ooh, I like that. Do you have a picture that you could show us? You just hold it up? Oh man, is that blood coming off the vampire's teeth?
Yeah, he's gross.
Man, that's scary.
Gross.
Does anybody else have an idea of what they thought about the first recording?
I drew a big headache. I drew a person with a frowny face and a headache. I didn't like the first one.
Oh man. All right. What about recording number 2? Sydney.
I drew a puppy running through a field of flowers.
Oh, you want to hold it up?
Yeah.
Now, why did you draw a puppy running through
Because
the
it
flowers?
sounded really happy, and so I imagined like puppies were just running through fields.
I like it. I think I saw Miss Becca's hand first, so I'll ask Becca and then you can do the next one.
I drew a picture of an ice cream and a TV because my dad and I ice cream and watch TV together, and that makes me feel happy inside.
I love it. You want to hold up your picture to show everyone? That's beautiful. Good job. All right, what about number 3?
It made me think of opening a door and a monster popping out.
Ooh, so that one was a little scary too, right? That one was a little quirky.
It's like in Monsters Inc. when they pop out from the closet.
I love Monsters, Inc.
Thank you.
So good.
Made me think of peas, because peas scare me. I don't like when they show up. My mom makes me eat them.
Peas?
Peas. I don't like peas. They're scary.
I love it. Good job. All right, and our last one.
It made me think of Eeyore. I drew Eeyore off Winnie the Pooh because he's always sad.
That one sounded sad.
Yeah, but I like Eeyore, so it's okay.
Lots of scary and sad sounds in our recordings, I guess. Amy T, did you have a drawing you'd like to share with us for that one?
I drew a funeral in a grave.
That's a little morbid, but you know what? If that's what it made you think of, would you hold that up and show everybody?
I really
Wow,
like
very
the
artistic.
shading.
Very artistic. All right, awesome, guys. You guys did a great job explaining your pictures and holding them up for us and doing your homework. So thank you guys for doing
You're
that.
welcome.
What I would like next is I'm going to hand out some research sheets. I know, research in music class, how could it
But I'm
ever?
only in elementary school.
Yes, but you guys get to be like scientists that do research and come up with numbers and figure out some questions for me. So, did I print it enough for you to have one? Here you go. Great. Okay, so you guys have your research sheet. I'm going to put it up here too, just so everybody can see it. Great. Wonderful. Okay, so the first part of your assignment is we need to go around the class, and for each recording, we need to figure out what was everyone's favorite and least favorite. So what I'd like you to do is I would say, Sydney, what was your favorite recording?
Number 4.
Number 4. I would put a tally mark. Sydney, what was your least favorite recording?
Number 3.
Number 3. And then you would go around for the whole class and do that for everyone. And then once you're done with that, I will explain part 2. So let's everybody get up and let's take about 3 minutes to do that. I'm going to come around and ask questions. Miss Amy,
Yeah.
what was your favorite recording?
Number 4.
What was your favorite?
What was your least
Number
favorite?
2.
Okay, which one did you not like?
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Number 3.
I don't have your pencil.
My least favorite was number 1.
If you don't have a pencil, I've got one right here for you.
And
Abby.
number 4.
Abby, what was your favorite?
Number 2.
Okay.
I drew mac and cheese, and mac and cheese makes me happy. do
My favorite one was number 2.
number 2. Okay.
Your favorite one?
Least favorite.
Number 1.
Your least favorite was number 1?
Yeah. and
I think my favorite was
two.
number
What's
2.
your favorite?
No, what was your favorite?
My least favorite was number 1.
Oh, you're like being
And I think I got yours already. Wonderful.
What?
My least favorite was number 3.
How's it going?
I'm done.
You're done.
I listened to I eavesdropped when you were talking about yours.
Mm. Okay, well I didn't get yours yet, so what was your favorite?
Number 4.
What was your least favorite?
Number 3.
favorite was number 1.
Rebecca, what was your favorite?
My favorite was number 2.
Your favorite was number 2. And your least favorite was what?
Number 1.
Alright.
Amy, what was your favorite?
My favorite was number 2.
Oh,
I think my least favorite was number 1.
what's your least favorite?
Number 1.
Okay.
You done?
What do we do when we're done?
Did you guys ask Soja what her favorites were?
I'm so sorry. Oh no.
I asked her
What's your
because
favorite?
I include her in our class.
Soja, what was your favorite?
What's your favorite?
Number 2.
What was your least favorite?
Number 3.
Oh no.
Alright. All should have
Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
Alright, y'all, if you'll head back to your seats and we will talk about what we have uncovered. So your research sheet should look something a little like this. Not a little like it, actually exactly like it. Oh, thank you. Does anybody have different numbers than what I have written down? Yes.
You have 3 in the least favorite for 1 and 3 in the least favorite for 3, but I only have 1 in the least favorite for number 1.
Did you guys change your answers between people?
No.
But you have, because you have 6 total and I only have 4 total.
Did you ask everybody?
I asked all 4 of them.
I think I included myself because they asked me at one point.
Okay.
If you want to write down my favorite was number 2, and
Okay.
my least favorite was number 1.
Okay.
And then there might have been one more person that you missed, but we can figure that out in a second. Does everybody else have the same numbers as I do up here? Great. Now, I would like you to go in your total and do your number of tallies.
Are we supposed to write our favorite in that little spot?
That's a really great question. I would like you to write what the favorite was on your tally sheet.
Okay.
So whichever one has the most number of tallies for favorite, and then the most number of tallies for least favorite. Now it looks like we have a tie for least favorite.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
And you can write that down on your sheet. All right. If you're not done with that yet, we can look at that a little bit towards the end of class, but I'd like to move on to part 2. So, I'm going to pass out some colored pencils. Everybody, I'm just going to give everybody 2 random colors. Oh, that one doesn't have any color in it. They might not be the prettiest colors or your favorite colors, but they will do the job.
Not too bad.
So, how many of you guys know what is on your paper? What do you see on your paper right now?
A graph.
A what?
Some boxes.
A graph. What kind of graph?
Some boxes. A box graph.
A box graph. Think a little bit harder on that. What's a different name for that?
A bar graph.
Bar graph. Good job, Sydney.
Clemson.
Great.
Great. So this is a bar graph. Now, you guys have been using bar graphs for a couple of years now. So you guys know how to fill one of these out. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to take the total number from down here, or from each of these things, and I'd like you to do a double bar graph. So what that's going to look like, I'll show you an example. And I'll do the first one with you guys.
Okay, good.
So let me pick my 2 colors. I'll do this one and that one's color. Perfect. So our first recording, let's do recording number 1. Well, what do we want to title our graph first?
Graph.
What are we
Listening.
Favorite and least favorite.
Oh, perfect. I like that. So let's take both of those and combine them. So favorite / least favorite listening. You guys can go ahead and write that in. Probably should have made you a bigger line. Okay, now what color do we want to use for, pick the color you want to use for favorite and least favorite. So my favorite is going to be this color. So color it in your box so that you know which one is which. And my least favorite will be this green color. Great, so let's look at recording number 1. How many people, according to our part 1 favorite, least favorite chart, how many people or how many tallies do we have in that one?
None.
None, so I guess we don't write any,
Right.
right?
Right.
You know what's one more thing we need to do? We need to write in the numbers on the side of our graph.
Goodness gracious.
So we need to start at 0, right? So you guys know how to do this, so what would come next?
1, 2, 3.
Good, and then we're going to number it all the way up. So y'all go ahead and do that really, really quickly. And what are those numbers on the side going to stand for?
How many votes they got?
Perfect. So how many people liked that recording? And then down here we have our recordings written down. So I'll write that down. Beautiful. Okay, so you said that we had 0 for our favorite on recording 1. What about recording least favorite for recording 1? 3. So we're going to come over here. So this would be 0. We're not going to do anything on this one. Then we're going to come over to this third one over here. And we're going to color it in up to 3. So 3 people voted that that was their least favorite. All right, then I think you guys got it from there. So I will come around and check on you guys, and I'd like you to fill in the rest of that bar graph.
Got my numbers. 4. Thanks. Trying to cleanse me.
Should I just fast forward and be like, okay, we filled out our graph?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're fast forwarding like you guys have finished your graph. Awesome. So everybody's graph looks really good so far. I'm really proud of you guys. It seems like you have that concept down pat, so good for you. What we are going to do next is I would just like to talk about our results. So why do you guys think that number 2 was our favorite recording? What about think about the way that it sounds, think about the way that it made you feel, and then let's come up with an answer together. Hey, me too, I think I heard you saying something in the back. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
It sounds happy.
Yeah. Yes, I think that's a really great explanation for why people like that one. It sounded happy. There was a very happy sound to it. Does anybody else have a different guess? Yeah, so a lot of the songs that we've learned so far are that same kind of happy sound. So maybe that's something that we just connect with a little bit better because we hear it all the time and we know it and it's normal for us. Yeah? I think that was a very good point, Abby. What about our least favorite recordings? What were our least favorite recordings according to our graph?
They were the scary. They were the ones we thought were scary. Scary.
Yeah, so like recording number 1 and recording number 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so why do you guys think that those were our least favorite?
Because they were scary.
Because they were scary. Talk a little bit more about that, Sydney.
It made me feel really scared. Like it didn't make me feel good, so I didn't like them.
Good, I like that answer. Soja.
They sound weird.
Yeah, they're weird. They're just different, right? It's not something that we're used to hearing all the time. So think about it like this. If you love a vegetable, Becca, what's your favorite vegetable?
I don't like vegetables. Is a potato a vegetable?
We're gonna count it as vegetables
That's my
today.
favorite.
Perfect, I love potatoes too. So let's say that you guys are used to eating potatoes all the time, and then your mom brings you a different vegetable that you've never heard of before, like Brussels sprouts. I like Brussels sprouts too, but a lot of people don't. But if your parents brought you some weird vegetable that you've never tried before, you would say, oh, that's kind of weird, I don't like that, right? Because you're not used to it, and we're used to potatoes. So, yeah, I think that might be another reason why
Yeah.
we just kind of think those are a little bit different and they're not our favorite. And we will talk a little bit more about that next time, but now we're going to move on to something else.